Hey artists, so here we are in PIXLR X and we are going to working with a cutout tool and putting me running in a whole new exciting place. So what you need before you begin is to have downloaded one of the two pictures of me that I put in Google Classroom for you. So I gave you two options. One I'm wearing like a purple outfit, one I have a yellow jersey on, okay? Pick either one. It doesn't matter. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. And I'm going to show you an example live right in front of you with the one in the purple outfit. But the other one works just the same, okay? The second thing that you're going to have to do at some point in this lesson is go download a new background for me. So I'll show you where we can find this, okay? But let's get started now. So to begin, you're going to load the URL. You're going to open an image. And you should have downloaded one of the two pictures of me. So I'm going to go find mine here. I chose Gillis running 2. I'm going to click open and I want to create new. I'm going to go ahead and leave it at its original large size because it's going to give me the best quality image possible. Now, here's the whole thing. The point is to cut me out of this background. So take a good close look at everything before you apply the cutout tool. Notice in this image, I have a ponytail back here. We got to make sure to keep that in the original. Okay, now we're going to go to our cutout tool here. And the best one that we can use, so exciting, so much easier than anything else I've ever seen, is the AI cutout. Click it. And you can see that it's going to take some time for your machine to think. Now that the timer is over, we're going to click continue and look at that. So if you haven't already, please pause and go do this on your own before you continue on. Now we need to make some adjustments, okay? So I don't want these other people in my picture. They're not acceptable. I'm going to use the lasso tool and I'm going to tell the machine to remove these people. So I can circle them, boop, and now they're gone. Okay, but now I have some touch-up work to do. So pause, go remove those people in your image. Now we're going to use the draw cutout tool to do touch-ups around the edge. Now remember when we started, I said that I had a ponytail, and now I lost my ponytail. So, oh no, zoom in on my ugly running face. Instead of removing, I want to keep some information. I'm going to start painting in here to find that ponytail. Notice it paints green if it's going to keep stuff. Haha, so I found it. So I have my hair back. That's awesome. But that's not really the shape that it should be. So I'm going to go back to remove. I'm going to lower the size of my tool just a little bit so that I can do some detail work around there to start getting rid of all the extra that I added. So what you want to do with your paintbrush is pay attention to all of the edges and go fix anything that needs fixing. Okay, what I don't want to see, we've talked about this in class, is like little halo marks around the edge that give away that it's a cutout. So all of this stuff needs to be touched up. Notice I'm using my remove, so I'm getting rid of this. All of this stuff needs to be touched up. So that is your job. It takes some time. And what I'm going to do, kind of like Martha Stewart, is cut to a finished one. So here we go. I have my finished cutout version. Everything is nice and clean and tidy. All my edges are good. And now I need to make myself running in a new place. So in order to do that, you need to go download a new background for me. I gave you a link to a website with awesome landscape backgrounds. You pick one that you feel like would be a cool place for me to run. Now, it could be realistic looking, like this first one with a road was a good one. Or it could be totally strange. Oh, this one's got some great footprints. That could be really fun. I'm going to choose that one. So click it, download free, and watch it go into your downloads bar. Once again, pause. Do this step on your own before continuing. So I've downloaded it to my downloads. I'm going to go back to PIXLR and I'm going to choose Add Image. Browse and find that download in my downloads bar. One thing that I like about seeing that downloads bar at the bottom is I can see what it's called because it's named by the artist, and I just do a quick search because my download is a disaster. Now choose Open. We're going to add current. Once again, pause. Do that on your own machine before continuing. Now, you might think, Miss Gillis, you're gone, right? We have two layers if you look on the right here, and the picture is on top of the person, and that is not what we want. So we need to move the person on top, but I don't have my arrows. That's because this image is locked. If you double click, you take away that lock, just like in Photoshop, and now I can press up to bump up that layer. So, whoa, there I go. Again, pause, go do that on your own machine. Last but not least, final adjustment. So using your arrange tool here, we're going to grab that picture of me and move me to a spot that makes sense. Before we can do that, I think we really need to resize. So find a corner, drag in from the corner only. So making me too skinny or too fat by not resizing proportionally is going to be a problem. So here I am running, and I'm running along the top edge of that sand dune. That's kind of cool, but it's just not working for me. I want to try this tool over here that gives me a horizontal flip. So, hey, see, now that makes more sense. Now I'm running the same way along the top of that sand dune. That looks a lot more believable. I love that. I'm going to make myself just a bit smaller. And now when I zoom out to see the whole image, you know, I'm really happy with that. I'm totally overdressed for being in the sand dunes, but the rest of this image looks amazing. So I would like you to pause, get your image to that stage, and now final step is to choose Save at the bottom. Save your image as a JPEG, please, and retitle it with your last name, cutout tool. Your last name, cutout tool, as a JPEG. Choose Download. Don't worry about this dialog that's making you count down and wait. You see that you have it now in your downloads bar. You're going to upload this to Google Classroom to show me your work for the day.